to the Inphamus Hour Live. I'm your host, the Infamous Amadeuz, all social media platforms at the Infamous Amadeuz. And before I go anywhere else, we cannot have any 90s hip-hop party without sipping some Hennessy, okay? The brand of choice. Hennessy nowadays is like Aquafina water for the streets. Just crack it open and just, I mean, I think nowadays I live on Hennessy and coffee. Like literally, I wake up in the morning, drink some coffee, water throughout the day. Then if I have like a break, like in between the weekend, let's say like Sunday, all right, Tuesday, I'm like, after dinner, might want to drink some Hennessy. Why not? Okay. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms at the Infamous Amadeuz. And make sure you follow Boom Bap Nation and, of course, the Inphamus Hour show. And, of course, SiriusXM Shade 45 every single Thursday, noon on the East, 9 a.m. on the West for the new hip-hop classics. I say new hip-hop classics because we're developing the next batch of dope lyricists. And, of course, 3 to 4 for the throwbacks. And, of course, there's no Inphamus Hour without my co-host, the fly guy with the glasses, Rock the Bells, okay? Shade 45. I'm Funny Than You comedy series. February 26th is going down. New York Read Cafe. Tone Viera, what's up, my guy?
Yo, Inf, glad to be here, man. The guest we got on today, I don't know how you book these dudes. I don't know how you book these legends, bro. Especially these New York legends. I'm excited to be here tonight.
Yeah, so in the pandemic, this whole experience that it started in the pandemic, it was a way to kind of like get content directly to the users of Facebook. I think we kind of forgot about Facebook a little bit. People are kind of like on Instagram, Twitter, but Facebook is the largest social media platform. And here at Boom Bap Nation, you see a lot of memes, you see a lot of videos, but you don't actually get to interact with your legends. And we've had everybody, Tone. We've had Cool G Rap, we've had Onyx, we've had Naughty by Nature, we've had them down the line. But of course, we cannot go any further without having one of my favorite top 3 hip hop groups of all time. Okay. They've been outside since the 90s, probably since the 80s, probably before that. We don't exactly know. We're going to find out today. Yeah. They had the greatest hype man in the history of hip hop. Quote me on it. Period. Super nice DJ, super nice producer, hits for days. They've been outside. You see the plaques on the wall behind them. Okay, Pretty Little Sigg Nice. Welcome to the Inphamus Hour of the Lost Boyz. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
People.
And
Amadeuz.
Oh, you know what's crazy? Every single time I talk to an OG, that is the first song that they quote. I was getting interviewed by Wu Kid for my album, and as soon as he comes, he's like Amadeuz. And then Tone, we was in LA with J.O. Felony, and like DJ Quick came in the shot just to literally say that, like Amadeuz. So that's kind of dope.
That was a dope joint back then. What? What? Get the hell out of it. That was it. I mean, for somebody that play music, that was a joint.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's get right to the chase. All right. All these verses is going down right now. Why is it that we haven't had Lost Boyz talk in the verses? Okay. Sigg Nice, you back outside. Let's be clear. You're back outside. It's like 97 all over again. Okay. Right now. Lost Boyz verses. Are we getting this type of talk now? Because Chick's been outside this whole time. All right. And you guys have a catalog. Bruh. You have more than 20 songs. All right. You meet the criteria. So are we getting verses talk now that you're back outside? And if we are getting verses talk, who is going against the Lost Boyz?
I don't know. See, me, I was thinking really a dope versus battle. It ain't even got to be like we going against each other. Just a dope segment. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I was like, yo, because I was like in Jersey and stuff like that. So like I was saying, yo, me and this guy, one of the Jersey cats, one of the homies, we was like going back and forth. I said, man, get your naughtiest niggas and shit, and let's go. So he was like, who, Naughty? You want me to get traction? I said, yeah, man. I told them that'll be a great show. You know what I'm saying? That's more of a great show because we both got hits and hype hits, and we could make the party jump and stuff like that. So I know it'll be a great atmosphere.
Plus cats got a good relationship with Naughty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rock with them dudes still to this day.
That's my opinion. Just my opinion.
Naughty
for another group. That'd be dope.
Naughty.
I got more in store for that. If that happens, man, I got ideas.
You're locked and loaded. Prior to this interview, I was trying to think about, okay, who would be an ideal opponent for Verzuz. Naughty by Nature was there. I like the Far Side too. I think the Far Side. I think the Far Side. The Far Side and Lost Boyz. We kind of dope because you guys were super boom bap, but it was almost like an alternative boom bap in a sense because it involved a lot of storytelling. It involved like a diverse catalog of talking to women. You guys had stories, and the Far Side was almost like alternative as well. They were a little more lo-fi, but besides Naughty and Far Side, is there anyone else in the hemisphere of hip hop that may fit this criteria to go against the Lost Boyz?
It's a hard one. I gotta think more on it, but I'm pretty sure it is. There's other groups and stuff that's just as hype, and, you know. But you know where we at.
Gentlemen, lately you've been making your rounds. I've been seeing you guys everywhere. You guys recently did an interview on Rock the Bells with Grandmaster Caz and Shao Rock. That was a great interview. No doubt. I was gonna say during that interview, you guys mentioned that Onyx would be a dope group to do a versus against because the Queen's Love is already there.
They from our hood. They're not from just Queens. They from the same hood.
That's our brothers.
Same hood.
Our other brothers, our other cousins. You know what I'm saying?
That wouldn't even be a versus. It would just be a party.
Fact.
Yeah, that's one of my basement parties back in the 80s.
That'd be like a park.
Like
get it back to the park.
Yeah, that's like practicing in my basement. How we used to always be out there.
Facts. Kind of following up on that, just you guys also said in the interview that Lost Boyz was more than just a group; it's a whole movement. So, can you like further elaborate on what this whole LB movement thing is? It's been going strong for 30 years, but like for somebody who wouldn't know what the LB movement is,
just that, like it's a movement. Like pretty much we've been around doing this before the music. Like just a crew, cats hanging out, doing what we do, having a good time. And it was. Some people try to classify it today as like a gang, but it's not. It wasn't. It was just more of a movement.
Yeah.
Cats just vibe with it. I guess they say that we got our own handshake, all that. Just it's just a good feel.
I love.
Let me copy the piggyback off that. When I was down, what made it so crazy that I heard different things. Like it was growing. We already got seeds all across the country that we've been traveling to. So we got LBs in Japan, you got LBs in Australia, wherever. You got LBs all over the place, right? So, like I said, I was down, and a shorty hit me up, wrote me a letter and this and that, and said, do you know somebody named Walter Cronkite? And I was like, yeah, I remember he's a reporter and stuff like that. He said he did a interview on y'all. And it was he did an interview with somebody, and he had Sigg Nice as the gang member, the gang leader of over 5,000, members and stuff. And I was like, what? We ain't got no gang. We got people, but we ain't got no gang, and stuff like that. So I was thinking like I'm in jail. I'm like the Rico. I'm like, oh, what's that? But then when somebody, whoever he got his report from, they told him everything about us, like our handshakes and how we get down. But then they said the gangs part of it. They was trying to say, yo, Bloods, Crips, and Latin Kings, everybody. And he said the best thing about it, they sometimes go at each other, but the best thing about it, but when they together, it's unity. There's no gang and stuff like that. And then I had I thought about it, and I was like, well, I heard about certain things, but I was like, yeah, but when we get together, it's a whole nation. We got a real nation behind us. So it's love and support. You know what I'm saying? I felt it when I was down. People was hitting me from all over. I'm like, who? What? Letters from everywhere. I'm like, I don't know who. Salute. I used to write back to everybody, but we got a nation, and there's not no gang. It's just family. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's LB fan.
Respect. I like that.
It's like,
For sure. That's actually a good analogy of it. I actually, for a short time, I actually lived on Rockaway Boulevard in 145th.
okay.
Right. So that's like right in that area. And yeah, I mean, they were outside. 141st was active. I mean, the 30s was active, but me living out there, I didn't actually realize how much history, like hip hop history, that area had, right? I mean, you got 50 from over there, you got Onyx from over there, you got you guys from over there. And when I was interviewing Fredro Starr last year, he was telling me stories about, I guess there was like a park around there that you guys, him and Cheeks, and I guess you guys used to go battle. Can you guys elaborate like on the temperature, or, you know, late 80s, early 90s, the hip hop climate in Southside Jamaica, Queens?
Basically, park. That's what he's talking about. You know, you started with park jams, and you know, it took. You know, first they wasn't giving cats the mic, you know, but then cats got their way onto the mic. You know, Fredro and them was doing them, we was doing us, but we was all, like I said, it was never no beef and crap and nothing like that, or never no disrespect, because we all from the same hood. Like they doing what they do, we do what we do. Fredro actually was one of the nicest barbers in Jamaica at the time. So it's like,
that's my man.
You had to rock with that cat. You know what I mean? I got love for them cats, genuine love for Onyx, because those are my people. You know what I mean?
And like he said, Fred was my man. Listen, Fred was my barber since '85.
He got no barber now.
He living his best life in LA. Fredro Starr's outside. He in LA.
And I was mad when he got when they got Onyx, when they formed, like when started really doing shows and stuff like that. Yeah. I was mad. I was like, oh, my barber, God, he's leaving. I was like, oh, this. But salutes to them. But yeah, I mean, he had a lot of stuff going on around our neighborhood. I mean, Panama. You got, remember Adolf the Assassin? He was from around the way. He joined it. We got some talent.
Matter of fact, his name is, they call him Aguilar now. He was Aguilar. He was rocking with Dipset and them for a while. Yeah,
Aguilar's active still. He's still dropping records like ridiculously. Like, yeah, he's dropping content like almost like every month.
Yeah, that's a salute to my man Adolf.
Oh, I see the superstar Cheeks. What's up, Cheeks? Welcome to the Inphamus Hour.
Let's go, Inphamus. You're ready.
Yeah.
Cheeks, I was telling them that there's no way. I got to hang out with you this past summer in Massachusetts, and there's no way that I'm coming to a Lost Boyz party without the Hennessy. I mean, it feels great. It's a great thing. Now, Cheeks, just to kind of piggyback in, we were talking about Southside Jamaica, Queens, Baisley Park, rap battles. Any like memorable moments you could think of off the top of your head that stand out to you during that time?
And we did a lot of battles back in our day. Yeah, crazy. Oh man. I just remember, you know, when we started off. Everywhere we was at though, we would grab the mic and put the business in though. So I don't know, man. Lou might know more. You know, it's like I don't be really knowing more of the stories that somebody might tell you than me. You know what I mean? But I know we put our work in the battle.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
When we in the park jams, it was like when we go, it's everybody know. Okay, the Lost Boyz is here too. It was, you know, Corey and everybody else back in the day.
Hell yeah.
But when it's time for Cheeks to get on that joint, man, it's like, yo, let's go. Everybody. It's Spank G, everybody. But the park jams used to be everything.
Hell yeah, man.
Every Friday, something like that, just about every Friday or something. Man, but you had Lincoln Park. You had days that other DJs come out and do it, like, you know, DeWitt and everybody, Grandmaster Vic and everybody coming out to do them park jams. So everybody was out there because it was the place to be. If you ain't had no party or a club or something like that to go to, and if the park was pumping, you ain't gonna have no club. You ain't going in the club. If the park is popping, everybody going to the park.
So the boys can't shut it down.
Facts. So Cheeks, welcome to the show, bro. It's good to have you here.
Tone, you gotta turn your mic down.
Oh man, turn it down a little bit.
He's cranking. He's on Rock the Bells time right now.
Trying to rock the mic. But yeah, Cheeks, I was gonna say, recently I've been hearing you on the Ryan Show. This nationally syndicated podcast. I hear it everywhere. How'd you hook up with Ryan and Hampton's Dave? How'd you get involved in the podcast space?
Oh man, I went down out to the Hamptons, did an interview, and we were just chopping it up. You know what I mean? After the interview and everything, and they asked me if I wanted to join the cast, and I was like, shit, I ain't never really did no radio, like personality and things like that. But I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll take a shot at it. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck it, I'll take a shot at it, see what it do. Give me a chance to chop it up with my fans and people like that, and also other artists, all entertaining, sports characters, and all of that. So it was like cool. I was like, we've been doing that shit for like what, 3 years now, 4 or 5 years now. Word, I've been rocking with them for a minute, so it's just been chill. Word.
Most definitely. Shout out to Ryan. Guys, we were talking briefly about Onyx and other hip hop groups, and obviously, Fredro and Sticky are still active. Sun C is kind of, moved on from hip hop, and a lot of groups have this problem where it's like you start as a collective, and then guys stray because life happens, right? You start one way, and then things happen in life, and you have to, adjust, or maybe you don't feel the same way. How do the three of you collectively still keep the same energy or synergy to say, you know what, it's 2022, we're back outside, we may drop a new project, we may go on tour. Like, what keeps this chemistry together?
Now we going on tour. Good. That's one of the.
No, go ahead.
I was just throwing. We're going on tour still.
There we go.
We about to hit the road again. But go ahead, Blue. Break it down.
The thing was, right? We've known each other since cradle damn. So it's not like we were put together as a group or nothing like that. This was something that we did this. We dreamt about this. Ate, slept, and dreamt about this. All we ever talked about was them plaques on the wall right there, making those, getting those.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, when we get off the road, we still hanging with each other. You understand what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people get off the road and just go their own way. We all know. Like, my kids call these two cats Uncle Cheeks and Uncle Spig. I'm Uncle Lou.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Godfather and everything.
Thank you. So it's like, that's what it is. It's the vibe. It's like, we cannot speak for like 6 months, a year, whatever. And as soon as whoever make the call or we running each other or whatever, is like, we was just together yesterday. You know what I mean? And it was like that forever. We've been doing this, dreaming about this shit since junior high school.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And we've been friends longer than that. Like, we should run into people when we got out of high school. We should run into people that be like, y'all still hang together? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we do. And we made it money.
Exactly.
Major key alert.
Yeah.
Money.
Together, track the world together. Yeah.
So fellas, here on the Infamous Hour, we like to talk to the guys, to all our guests about the music. More specifically, we like for y'all to tell stories. And one of the songs that really stands out to me from y'all catalog is the I'm sorry if I get the title wrong, the Beamer, the Benz, and the Jeep song.
That's Beamers and the Benz.
I would like to know, is there like an interesting story from that night when y'all recorded that song that you feel comfortable sharing? Maybe something interesting that happened in the studio, or
Ma, come get it.
Shit, I'm trying to remember.
And
what was we doing? Because we was hot back then. We was in the studio. Hey, yo, we started rolling out some songs, man. We was going.
Okay.
What was that vibe with? I don't even. It was definitely like a celebration joint, but it was showing off
We just rocking and rolling. Niggas wanted the Beamers and the Benz, man. We was like, yo, okay.
Dreams, man.
Yeah, like I'll start here. Like, was that the only song you guys recorded that night, or did you guys just record that amongst like a couple other songs?
Now we go in the studio, we record joints, and we just just like the block. So we got a studio, we're recording on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like we stay partying and making moves and shit. So like, we're going to the studio, we might make a joint and a half or 2 joints and a half and come back the next day and bang out. You know what I mean? Like,
shit up. When it's out, come out when it's light.
Word, man. But when we started getting money from like, the beginning or whatever, we would come up with our crew and shorties, all that. So it just
It's just
good
a party
times,
vibe.
man.
Yeah.
Good times. Word,
Yeah,
man.
it's a super party
Too
vibe.
many, hey, yo, it's too many memories. You can't even remember.
Word, man.
Have that stuff.
That's what I was trying to remember. What was we doing that night? What? We had
Well,
to been doing more than one song. Cause
We was
Word.
drunk, man. That's
it was
all
a lot
that
of drinking.
happened. Like,
A lot
drunk,
of drinking.
That's
A lot of
smoking
smoking.
something nice.
what? The sessions was crazy. So it was like, all I can remember is it was foggy. Okay, I can't rest still. Okay.
It's
question,
foggy.
no
Once again, we're
question.
live right now. This is the Inphamus Hour, Facebook.com/Boom Bap Nation. If you watch it on Instagram or hearing it on the radio, I am here with the Lost Boyz. Now, gentlemen, Uptown Records environment, super legendary, super competitive, amazing roster. Guy was over there, Heavy D, of course.
Yeah.
Who else was there? Mary J. Blige,
Father
Jodeci,
MC,
Father MC. Was Albie Shaw there too?
Christopher
He
Williams.
was an exec at the time. I think
Yeah,
Albie Shaw was an exec, right?
McGraw.
Albie Shaw. Was he?
Oh,
he was-
McGruff was there.
Yeah.
Harlem, and of course Soul for Real. So
Soul
how did you guys actually get signed to Andre Harrell and Uptown Records? I had heard a story one time that I guess Andre Harrell was a rapper at one time. Like, did he have bars? Like, did he drop an album? I don't know. I'm asking.
You
I'm
don't
doing my
know.
due diligence as a
Man,
media
listen,
person, asking the
Dr.
questions.
Jekyll,
And I want to know.
And Mr. Hyde,
Whoa,
AM/PM.
Oh my God.
Listen, that's one of my hits. AM/PM,
Hell yeah.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde,
Mr. Hyde.
the Dark Joint. Man,
Hell
that's a
my
classic. You got to play that.
Gangsters
Word.
with the suits on. Word, man.
They
It's
used
like-
to rap, man. Listen, you don't know no music, you better know their
Yeah.
music. I mean,
Yeah.
Andre Harrell, man. That's
got-
a
they
cool
was
dude,
like
man.
they got some good joints and stuff like that back in the day. But right now, people listen to their joints, be like, get the hell out of here. Like I
Mhm.
heard Super Rhyme today. Like, what? Oh my God. But they had some joints. Andre, what Tim brought us up there?
Yep. Tim Dog.
Tim Dog.
He
Tim Dog,
introduced
butt
you.
naked.
Not that
Butt
Tim
naked
Dog.
Yeah,
Tim
butt naked
Patterson.
dog. Tim Patterson.
Yeah. He got us up in it with the help, his background and stuff like that. He was
Mhm.
somebody that was definitely interested. He brought sex with us. He brought sex on the scene like that.
Hell yeah, Shine.
But yeah,
Ass,
man, back in the days that Andre didn't know what to do with us, man. Cause he was more into R&B acts, even though he had Heavy D, but he like try to put that into a R&B type of joint. But we was like the first rap group in that in Uptown, so he didn't know. And we had all types of ideas. We had clothing ideas and everything. Remember with the
Who's
weed
coming
and
at
the
him?
joint that we had
Hell
all
yeah.
types of clothing ideas. People was coming to us, but he didn't know what to do with us. So he just gave us a simple little budget, and we turned that into something major.
What they call that budget? What's the name of that budget, Slew?
Demo deal order.
A demo deal.
Yeah,
No,
yes.
yeah, demo deal.
Yeah, demo
So-
deal.
And we took the red and they gave us a couple of boxes of red tape, took them back to the hood.
We made some
Man.
tapes. That red tape is a
Red Tape
classic.
Drugs. Well, it's only one. I mean, it's only one that I know of left, kid.
Who
I
got
seen
that?
Red
I
tape.
seen a thing, yo. I seen
Cool
a
Ruler.
tape, a picture
Cool
of
Ruler got it.
the red tape in Uptown joint. Another couple
So
of
what
tapes.
what is this Red Tape? Is this like a demo? Is this like original
yeah.
recordings that never made albums? It's like an exclusive.
Nah, they just
It
like
was-
the sample parts of the beginning.
It was like
Okay.
the beginning, yeah. Put our records together, joints we
Yeah.
did. Oh man, shit that we did in the basements of,
I think
Just
Clue had
funny.
did it.
huh?
I think Clue had did it because I think they wanted Clue to do something with it, something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Clue,
it was
Clue,
a- it was a
Clue
classic.
recorded this tape.
It's a classic, huh?
Did Clue
Classic.
record this tape or he?
They put them on. You remember back then? It was like, "Banana!"
Yeah, yeah.
All of that.
Mhm.
But he was he did some shit with the joint. But it was, it was the classic tape. It was like the first beginning of us coming out, or you really hearing us besides being in the park or live or at a backyard party or whatever.
Mhm.
Give
basement
us
party.
samples.
Yeah.
We was recording. So now that red tape is like
Red Tape
I
It was
was
like
like legal money, legal drug money. And the everybody had the capsules back in the days and stuff like that.
Yeah, red top, purple
Red
top,
top,
Red
blue
cap,
top.
the red
blue
tape.
top.
Yes, sir. We had the
You know what I'm saying? That's how that legal drug money, red caps. So you had to have that, and that turned into crack. And that music was crack music, boy.
Niggas is stealing,
But
niggas
those
is stealing that shit.
and those were samples, but those are samples of songs like Lifestyles and Jeeps and stuff like that. What else was on that joint? Was Renee on
Party
that?
joint.
Party joint.
We had a few joints that like we had what's that joint that we love so much? I don't even had mad
Yeah,
joints.
it had about good 5 something. What about 5, maybe more?
Keep it real.
5, 6 songs on it. Keep it real is a saying that
That's Keep It Real is like one of my best songs in the world. That's one of the.
Taking us back right now. You're really taking us back. I like
Facts. I'm guessing you guys have all this unreleased music that you guys are probably sitting on for years. Has anybody approached you guys about maybe jumping into the NFT space and doing some kind of collection for people that are hardcore collectors of Lost Boyz memorabilia?
Yeah. We gotta pick the right one.
Okay.
Because I've been speaking to people and stuff like that. So we gonna pick the right one that's gonna make it happen. That make us really like, let's shine. Let's shine again, baby.
Yeah, it's about to be crazy though. Like, I mean, Spig home and everything, Lou back in action. I mean, it's like it ain't like it's like
energy is
it's like fuck it, let's go, nigga. Like I see a lot of cats coming out with the team and doing their thing with a comeback. Well, you already know. We coming with some fire too. I mean, we got some shit that we ain't even put out yet, and we got some shit that we just working on too. So I mean, it's just like let's go. You know what I mean? We just got older, got some kids, turned to grandpops and all that. So we're gonna slide the studio. We just like Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Of course.
Man. We just put it down. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. And then, looking from the outside, because obviously we didn't have a social media back then. So after the LB for Life project, right? So then it's kind of like Cheeks goes solo. Obviously, we lost Ty. Spig goes on extended vacation, right? And then Lou is kind of around. Obviously his son is active. We'll talk about that now. But Cheeks, I mean, so you've been holding it down really heavy for this time. And one of the problems that I have being a radio personality and just interacting with an older audience, I kind of feel like they're just stuck in a space where they don't interact with the new content, right? So if Lost Boyz drops a new record right now, instead of them going and tapping into that, they're gonna go tap into Love, Peace, and Happiness. They're gonna tap into Renee. So two-part question. One, what brings this energy to keep the Lost Boy family together? And then two, what message do you have we have a lot of listeners and people that watch this show. What message do you guys have to the fans and say, you know what, you need to tap into a new Lost Boyz project or any just, legendary artists that may be dropping content?
Music is a drug, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, we ain't never step out of our lane of making music. We just continue to, I just look at it like this, like, we want to be one of the greats. You know what I'm saying? Like when you hear our music, like right now, like since we've been, like you said, like Lou said, we've been dreaming about doing this since we was young. Since Spig came through the Trooper and all of that, like going to the basement and just coming up with ideas and things, right? Lou came up with the greatest idea, Legal Drug Money, greatest title I ever heard. Boom. And it's like the music is gonna, it's like, we're not into like, you know what I'm saying, what the new shit is. You're not gonna be hearing us doing no trap dance. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I know I'm gonna make. No, I'm just saying I'm gonna make some great music. We're gonna make some great joints. The new album gonna be dope. Shout out to Universal. We putting out the 25th anniversary album with some like 5 new tracks. So we're gonna be shooting some videos soon, and the visuals gonna be back. And I mean, you can't deny good music. So that's what we just gonna bring. Like. And the way we keep it going is just from the good support around us. You know what I'm saying? For those that were, for those that left, that's good too. You know what I mean? For those that stepped away, that couldn't take it. We used to do this in the basement where niggas would lose jobs and be like, fuck it, this is all we got. So we got each other. So it's like, I feel younger than the motherfucker fucking with my boys when I'm with them. So let's go there.
Applause for that, Tone. Applause.
Well, we ready to go, man. The music is, we got some new music coming. Summertime we're gonna drop, you know what I mean? So just yeah, man. I mean, feels good. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, if Kiss is still rocking, we still can rock. You know what I
That's a
mean?
fact.
If Journey out
Journey.
there doing concerts, why
Mhm.
Lost Boys can't? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to Slick
Facts.
Rick. Shout out to Big Daddy Kane, all the pioneers that came before us, you know.
Yeah.
So like, man, we keeping them. We want to do them proud and keep us going. So I don't know, man. That's just my feelings. I know my boys feel like the same way about shit, but they say it differently. So it's just what it is, man. That's my,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Lost Boys is here, baby. Like,
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
we forever,
my man is
that
back.
forever
My man,
music,
DJ
that
Sigg Nice
forever
is back.
vibe.
Hell yeah, he's back. He going. It's just different things we about to do. Just we
Yeah.
learned a lot from the, you know what I'm saying, learned a lot from the journey. So they gave us another go at it. So why not? You know what I mean? Word.
Facts. A moment ago, you guys mentioned Andre Harrell. You said he was working with a lot of R&B groups. And Cheeks, you're no stranger to working with R&B groups. I remember this song that came out while I was in high school. It was Men of Vision.
Yes, sir.
The song was called "Do You Feel Me?" And I want to take the opportunity, since I'm right in front of you, to ask you, how did that song come to be?
Hey man, a lot of weed, a lot of smoking, a lot of panning in the building, and I got the call. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Charles Soup and Big Tiz and all of them. You know what I'm saying? My management team, the group home. You know, we all back. So like, it's just let's go, man. Feeling good. I got the call. You know what I'm saying? Nigga sent me the track. I went up to the studio. There we are, man. You know,
Men
Yeah.
of
wow,
Vision.
man.
Wow, they took it
I'm an
back.
artist, so I just be feeling good like that. Like you give me a good track, I'm gonna try my best to bang it out. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is.
You
Word.
definitely bodied that one.
Good looking, cuz. I'm about to post that tonight.
Let's go. Fellas, very random question. Who was a better rapper, A Plus or Cannabis?
And that bus might be definitely.
No,
Cannabis, hands down. I mean, but you comparing, like back then, you comparing a 14-year-old to a grown man.
A Plus was fire though. I mean, Cannabis
he was
definitely was a
fire.
better lyricist, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. A Plus, his verse hit like it hit for him being a young kid. Like I was like, oh shit, like.
And the last kid was hard, man.
Latchkey kid.
Shout out to A Plus. He down here in Atlanta right now. Just moved down here.
Yeah.
You know I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hit y'all. You know I'm gonna hit y'all when I get with him.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely got to tap in with A Plus. So as far as the group home movement goes, right? Like, what does that look like in 2022? Is it extended? Like, do we have like members that are just locked in? Are we bringing people back, new people? Like, what does that movement look like?
Group home was management, but they changed the name to Crazy World.
Okay.
Cheeks y'all just got Cheeks back in that 90s vibe.
No, he in the vibe. I'm in the mood with Cheeks.
Yo, word.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, that's group. It's gonna be. We doing big and better things. You know, like you just said, it's more visuals, more. We got, like I said, we coming up with a little TV show for the fam and all of that. So it's a lot of projects in the works that you know you don't really want to tap into, but you know we coming, man. That's a fact.
Yeah.
You see the three of us, we like, yo, we about to get this musketeer shit going, baby, and start
Three Musketeers.
Let's do it.
We about to get busy though. Like the music
And any movie directors or anything of that nature want to come through, holla at us. We available.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna be calling on you though, God. We got the new when we finish up this single in about 2 weeks. You know what I mean? We're gonna shoot this video, so I definitely want you to come do your cameo for your cuz. You know how we do anyway, baby.
Oh yeah, definitely. I need that for sure.
New
video.
Spilling, a moment ago, you mentioned that you guys got your budget money and you guys were like into the clothing lane.
Yeah, we had visions before all this visual that they doing with these other cats and stuff like that. We been had that. We had tucks and all that stuff. We had jeans ready to go. We had shirts. When we wanted to come out, we wanted LB cigars, like weed joints and all. all that stuff came out in 2000, but we was already thinking about that like 92. But we really 96, like 94, 95 when we started making the music. When we got signed, we sent it. We were like, "Yo, Andre, we did this. This is how we want to come out." And but he didn't see the vision. All that we thought of, all that came out years later. You see, in the 2000s, it came out in the 2000s. Everybody started with, they got their, rappers and artists, particular, just started getting clothing lines and all this other stuff. Yeah,
so it's fair to say you guys were ahead of your time.
All day. You see how that was? Say like this, for instance, with the Jeeps video and stuff like that, with the motorcycles and all that stuff, and that started coming after we started already bringing that.
Niggas had the
like
612
low riders in New York City and stuff like that. Motorcycles and stuff like that. All that came from us. That we are trendsetters, but we don't take the claim for it. But we just do how we do on a daily basis. You see how we do on a daily basis as you watch the videos, and that just shows.
Nigga ever visit the right?
And see, but everybody started using all that stuff later on after we came out. Man, come on.
Yo, that Let's Cool, the Let's Cool Beamers in the Benz, the video, you know what I'm saying? The crowd, that's real home.
That's our hood.
Like,
that's hood.
So that
with the exception of the sprinkling of little celebrities in there, everybody else is from the hood. You know what I mean? Those are all, we just said, yo, we doing a video, Linkin Park come through. And the hood came through.
Oh, the mother. Just a few weeks ago, we were sitting on the benches. Niggas ain't believing we was about to do it. He's like, all right, nigga, we'll see you in a minute. Brought the whole hood out. R.I.P. to Cooler B, you know what I'm saying? Brought the cars out for us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
And what was that like working with Easy Mo B, who produced that record? Because his catalog is ridiculous of production. Like it's just like
bananas.
I believe he has pop credits as well. I'm not sure. I'll verify that later.
Yes, credits word.
But I believe he has pop credits. So what role did Easy Mo B play in this record? Because obviously the instrumental sets the tone. I mean, you set the vibe, and the instrumental sets the tone. So what was the decision? Who made the decision for Easy Mo B to produce this record, or did you guys have like a previous relationship with him?
Tim Dog brought the music. You know how they used to come through with the tapes, and play joints. But we got lucky because you know what I'm saying. Horace Brown turned down some tracks. He turned down. I think he turned down Lifestyles or the Rich and Shameless track. Biggie turned down what? Jeeps and shit like that. So
y'all forgot.
We was all right.
Y'all know Biggie. Biggie was on Biggie was on Uptown too.
Yeah, Biggie was on Uptown.
Under, yep.
All right. So it was like we used to run into all of them in the office all the time. I'm going back. I'm sorry, Tone. This was you had asked that question earlier about Uptown. Yeah, Big Junior Mafia and Big, we used to be in there all the time. Big, matter of fact, Big told us what was his favorite song. He said, was it Jeeps or was it? Yeah, he was like, yo, I love it. We was in a meeting one time. We was in the meeting at Uptown. He came in the door like, yo, I love this song. I love this song. You know what I mean?
That's our boy.
And that was right before they left and Puff started Bad Boy.
Yeah, we got history with Puff with that too. We got
sorry, I took it on a wild tangent. My bad.
Nah, it's all good. This is great content.
Yeah. As you guys said that, I wrote it down because I'm like, this is a clip that people need to hear about. People need to know that you guys were Biggie's favorite. Like, you guys had his favorite song. Like, that's an honor.
Hey, we was doing things a lot. Behind the scenes, it's like family, man. Behind the scenes, it's family. You just get to see nowadays that, cats only talk over the internet and stuff like that. We used to have to be around, like studio times and stuff like that. You go there. You gotta be physically there. It ain't no Zoom meetings and stuff like that. No, you go to the studio.
I got a story.
You go around the way. You see somebody, you talking to them face to face.
Exactly.
It's not this that we do right now.
Y'all remember that Apollo show? when it was us, Wu-Tang, Onyx, Big and Jay-Z was there. I forgot who else. Man, that show was one of the dopest ever. It was like, yeah, you know how the Apollo is with like with the dressing room.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that hallway was just cloudy. And it was like, you know, everybody was vibing with everybody. It's like the cats, they don't do that today.
Oh, wait, let's paint the picture. All right, so what year is this? Was this 95, 96?
That's like 96.
96. What are we driving in 96? What are we pulling up in? Because you guys are hot in 96, smoking hot.
Yeah, we was hot. We pulled up in a van. We always pull up in the vans because they don't let us smoke in the limos and shit.
Okay, so pulling up in the van.
16 passenger. Right, so like, you know, we in the dressing room, in our dressing room. We'll come up. They come in, come through. Everybody outside on the staircase, because you know how the staircase lead up to all the dressing room.
Right.
And it was just like a big party, like just, man, I'm glad like they had no cameras back then, but you understand what I'm saying? Nobody was beefing with nobody. It was just all love. Like, I think we ran out of blunts. We ran upstairs to go see Woo. Like, yo, we could get some blunts. Yo, you know what I mean? All that.
Yeah. And we're smoking Phillies at this time, right?
Probably so.
White House.
White Owl.
I think we smoking Dutchess and White Owl.
And
Dutchess and White Owl.
Y'all from Queens, so I know Backwoods was active. I cannot smoke a Backwoods like at all. Like Backwoods will burn my chest open. Like,
hey,
I tough it out.
Shout out. Big Nice and Fuquan brought them shits to me. I got my Backwoods adventure films.
The lead, the sponsor lead.
You remember that mission we went on? Remember the backwood mission we went on in Switzerland?
Wait, so we have a backwood mission in Switzerland. Let's talk about this.
Man, we ran out of backwood, so we look at cigars, right? We went to some freaking cigar store. Like, we just walked.
Yeah.
Security don't know. We just went on a walk. Found a cigar store. Went crazy. They be selling backwards, and all them shits was stale and hard.
Because they smoke Swisher Sweets.
We had to soak in the water.
The water down the whole pack, make it soggy.
Yeah, trash.
Man,
we have ventures, B. We have ventures.
Yeah.